Hi, I'm Messi. Messi, I know Oluwatomisi. I'm a 500 level medical student at the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital. I'm a volunteer with Greater Health. I'm also the production manager at Gumegov Stores, producers of Gumegov Table Water, and obviously I'm an Albino. Happy International World Albinism Day.
How does it feel like to know people look at you differently because of how you look?
Okay, how it feels. There is a good part and there is a bad part. It depends on how they look. When they look at me with admiration, I feel like a celebrity, and I feel like I attract that attention. But though sometimes I really don't like it. So whenever I go anywhere, especially to a new place where I've never been to, I get that attention. So sometimes I like it. Sometimes when I want to get the attention, and sometimes when I really just want to be unnoticed, I really feel like, please just stop looking at me already. And the other part I was talking about is where people look at me disgusted, like look at me like I'm scary and stuff like that. So I really don't like that part. So there is the good part and there is the bad part. So I guess that's it. As regards my skin, the biggest challenge is that I don't get to go out in the sun. I don't get to do a lot of outdoor activities because my skin is sensitive to the sun. I need to take a lot of precautions, so I don't get to go out that often, to go as long as I want to in the sun. I don't have that luxury of time. That's as regards my skin. And I get sunburn when I don't use sunscreen, so it's really hot. Like my skin feels as though hot water, you pour hot water on your skin, so it burns. Like sunburn is really something I battled with when I was a lot younger. So that's one of the challenges, one of the biggest challenges, sunburn, and not being able to go out, swimming, doing stuff, outdoor activities. I won't get to do it because I need to hold my umbrella. And as regards my appearance, the major challenge I have is being short-sighted. So I can't see small print from. Okay, let me just say, I've never seen anything written on the boards before. Like when the lecturer or the teacher teaches, I just imagine it. Because I don't see it. So when he says this goes to this, like when they are teaching me stuff in school, like anatomy, explaining and illustrating, so I just sit down there and I don't see it and I just imagine it. So sometimes my imaginations would not meet up with what he's saying. So it could be a challenge because when he's trying to, I need to see it to be able to understand it, but I can't see it, so I need to do extra work on my own part to see it first and then try to understand it. But God has been helping me in that aspect, in all aspects. So that's it about the challenges I face. And sometimes another challenge is stigmatization. I get this funny look, like when I want to apply for some stuff, and then they look like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, are you sure you're capable of doing this? I mean, like, don't you see that you are kind of like you're disabled in quotes? So it gets to me sometimes, and stigmatization, like, she can't see. Some people making fun of me, like say, okay, how many finger is this? How many finger is this? Can you see this? Can you see that? It gets to me sometimes, and I just sometimes feel bad. And that's been the challenges. So I think I mentioned it earlier. To take care of my skin, I use sunscreen. That's what I do differently. Someone with a dark complexion can just go without using sunscreen a day, but I cannot try it. If I don't use sunscreen that day, I don't know. It seems when I compare my skin self to other albinos, it feels like my own skin is super sensitive. So I have to use SPF 50 plus. That's the minimum. So if I don't use it that day, I know what I'm going to face. So I must use sunscreen every day. So that's what I do differently. I must use umbrellas even when the sun is not shining. I still have to use the umbrella because it's not the sun that actually, it's not the presence of the rays of the sun alone is enough to burn my skin. It's that bad. Okay, let me say it's that bad, but it could be uncomfortable, So I use sunscreen for my skin. Every time I use sunscreen, I carry my umbrellas, and if I know I'm going to be outdoor for a longer time, I wear long sleeved clothes. Even in the heat, like I will still wear that long sleeve clothes. I don't use any special cosmetics. I use regular toilet soap. I don't use medicated soap because that one too can be harsh on my skin at times. It has this hot sensation it gives me, so I don't use medicated soap. I use toilet soap. My creams is just basic. I use Nivea. I use any mild cream. Sometimes I even prefer to use baby soap and baby cream because I know, okay, that one there is no reaction whatsoever because my skin is super sensitive. I react to things easily, so I watch out for things I use. And for my eye, I don't take, there's no special thing I do with my eye. Just like normal eating fruits, eating carrots, vitamin A rich products. I tend to like take more of them, and I don't really do this. I don't use eye drops. I don't do any special thing to my eye to take care of my. And then my hair, I don't know. I don't do any special things to my hair. Like everything is just like the way it is with someone with enough melanin. You get. So for what I would say to non-albinos is that first, please stop stigmatizing us. Please, Ejo, Dalu, I beg, stop stigmatizing us. There is this look. Like, okay, when you want to admire, we know we are pretty, we know we are very beautiful, and then we attract attention and all of that, but just don't stigmatize. Do it in an admirable way. When you see us, like, oh, she's so cute, just, you know, just kind of comment, not looking at us and making us feel so weird and so different, and like making it so obvious. Sometimes we become uncomfortable and like, okay, can you stop looking at me already, you know? So stop. You can admire us, but do it in a very, you know, modest way, and don't stigmatize, especially those with freckles on their faces, those with black spots. Don't segregate yourself that, oh, this one is not I can't, or don't think that they are dumb or they can't reason, or they're not intelligent. It's not cool. It's really not cool. So don't do that. Don't stigmatize us. Don't give us the same opportunity you would give to a non-albino is the same opportunity you should give to an albino. I hope you get what I'm saying. So don't stigmatize, and then you can try to, whenever you see an albino in the sun, try to tell them that they should stay away from the sun. That's a big thing you can tell them to do, because sometimes you feel like, okay, I can't be carrying this umbrella. When you sign up, tell the person to stay away from the sun, and then stop asking us questions like, do we take salt? Can you see these fingers? We take salt. Every albino takes salt. Salt has nothing to do with albinism and all of that. Like, there's really no correlation at all. So don't ask us questions that make us feel uncomfortable. Don't put on the spot for so you get. Just admire it in a very modest, admire us in a very modest way, and that's what I would really say. And I try and encourage them. And when you see them from afar, don't really greet them, because you know they wouldn't see you. Or when you don't give them stuff that will require them. If you know that something is so far, don't ask an albino, what is that person wearing? You know, it makes the person feel so bad, like you should know I can't see this thing. So stop asking me something like that requires that is so far away from me. You get. So try to encourage us, like, oh, hope you know we are pretty, and then sometimes we could have these self-esteem issues, like, so try to like say stuff to make us feel good, and just a little encouragement here and there would do, basically. The last question is last words for a 9-year-old boy or girl out there. Okay, if you're a 9-year-old boy or a 9-year-old girl that is, I think, an albino, I would say you should try as much as possible to stay away from the sun, because I said it earlier, I didn't know it was the sun causing damages to the skin at first. When I was a lot younger, I thought it was salt. So when I was growing up, they were preparing, okay, I could cook at as early as maybe 10-11, so I was cooking my own soup. When it's time to put salt, I will remove my own part of the soup, and then I was eating soup without salt, and I'll put salt in the rest of the family's food. So I thought that was it. So I was still exposing myself to salt. So I still have some spots. If you look closely, I have some spots on my I think my hand also. So by and large, you should stay away from the sun. You should eat anything you want to eat. You can do anything you want to do. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. there is no barrier, there is no limitations. Whatever you can become, as long as you can dream it, you can achieve it. And basically what you need to do is to stay away from the sun. That's what you need to do to take care of yourself, to take care of your skin, and try to use sunscreen, because staying away from the sun sometimes is not enough to give you that protection you need. So you have to wear sunscreen compulsorily. I mean, the people that are dark are wearing sunscreen, so why should you not wear sunscreen? It's very essential, it's very important that you do so. And just stay away from the sun basically, and don't let anybody, even if they stigmatize you, don't let it get to you. Know who you are, know your words. Like you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're handsome, and just you can be whatever you want to be. That's it basically. I want to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to talk and express myself. Okay, so happy International Albinism Awareness Day to all albinos. Happy International Albinism Awareness Day to all lovers of albinos, to my friends, to everybody, my colleagues and family. I love you all. Bye.